Okay. Wait, no, this one. Hello, this is Stay your emotional support animal. Hello. Hi. What's up? Oh boy. Oh, hello. Titty is very introspective, yes. Damn it, I failed to change the title on Twitch. I feel like... Okay, fine. No, I changed the title, didn't I? I did, right? Didn't I? I think I did now. It should be. Yeah. I feel like I need to show you guys some of that now just to appease those who clicked for that. Hello. You know what? Sure. Let's go. Oh boy. I'm still so happy with this. Hang on. Let's just title this real quick. Ah, hello. Thank you for the hugs. Okay, there. I'm just gonna keep this up while I catch up on chat. Hello. Hi there, Pops. Lankery, you're already gone, but thank you for dropping by. Is it okay to draw Teo the goat with big milkers? I'm not gonna stop you. I welcome any fan art that is like... I was going to say I welcome all fan art, but like I don't know if I would appreciate gore or something. So I appreciate fan art that's still like is appreciative. I'm not gonna stop you from anything else. It's like blah. Ah, Maui, hello there. You did read it. Hi, everyone. Give us the buzz of a bum. Give a little love to Maui. Hang on, let me give a shout out to Maui. Maui. Hi. Yeah, I just Maui. Am I pronouncing it right? Maui? Because like it might be Maui? Maui? Because it's like a maw. Yeah,
I'm just winging it. Look at that. Doubled pawn. Oh. Okay. Never mind. Oh my god. Appropriate. Oh, you pet the air.
Obligatory. I remember your first streams. Message.
Yeah. Those were the days of not much happening. But yeah. Anyway, I was on Blue Sky and you know, Maui liked one of my posts. And I was like, wait, I recognize that name. And I checked out their posts, and they made some you know, some very introspective art looking comics and stuff, and it was like, oh, these are really nice, you know. So I asked them to join. So yeah, I'm happy to see you. Now, Blue Fox, hello. I guess you wanted that first, huh? Hello. Creeper, thank you for the dual wielding. I appreciate it. Big Cobalt Milkers, yes. Something is not... There's something I'm not quite happy with like the way that the fairy torso and hips connect, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. Thank you, Commander. Hi there, Connie. I'm also very tired. So, yeah, we might not go for terribly much long today. Or terribly super long. Oh yeah. Maybe. Because like, man. The walk I went on did not wake me up terribly much. It's been like really, it's been really windy recently. I think that's not helping me, because like, you know, wind in your face is a big disgrace, and you know, is difficult on your immune system. However, there's a goat. The goat has done introspective art. I see, interesting. And Komi, thank you for being here. Hi. Connie, thank you for telling me about the title. I hope it changed now. Hello. Pretty very introspective, yes. Hello, Pops. What if the big milk cheaties are my introspective of art? I don't know. When in your face, a big disgrace, leaving your stuff all over the place. And then you have to pick it all up, and like then, you know, you get that thing where you're trying to pick it up, but like the wind keeps blowing it further away, so you're just chasing it across the street. Then you get hit by a truck, and then like, you know, it's just a big old mess. And we don't want that. Thank you for that, Pat. Gonna have to fix the stream title when you're done streaming too. That's true, yeah, because it keeps the VOD keeps the title that you first gave it. The title, is it still not updated? Can I ask for free duel request? You cannot, but thank you for asking at least. The art was sent. Okay, hang on. Let me show that. It's updated for you. Okay, I hope so. No, hang on. What did it send me? Oh. Hang on. Blah, too many windows. I'm sure that chat message was joking, but expressing your sexuality through art is, sounds like a healthy thing. That is true. That is true. It also, I mean, there's such a thing as being like too like porn pilled or something, you know? But as long as you're just like, you know, exploring things and stuff like that, it's all good. Can you draw Angora Baneri for me? I cannot. Sorry. Guna brained, yeah. Up. Does it ever stop feeling bad? Yeah? Yeah. Did it stop for you? Well, no. No, but I know it does. I've seen others get better. I'm an angry, aggressive, depressed, and, well, others don't see me as hopeless. If I can be helped, you can be too.
Last time I used this, it didn't say my words right. So, today, I will make TTS say, Taeyu, you never even played the music I spent my one precious point on, and then you didn't even refund it. So I declare war, unless you play another mistake by Youngkager.
Okay. Have fun with that. Extremes are bad, things are so much more enjoyable in moderation. It's true, yeah, like at some point you just start getting diminishing returns, and it's just like you repeating patterns because you just got stuck in them. If I can be helped, you can be too. I'm cursed, so I still believe in you. Thanks. Yeah, it can really feel like a curse. Like, just, you know, everything. But, yeah, then, you know, it really helps when you have, like, you know, a blessing like this. Like, just someone who is there and understands, you know? The rat is actually cursed though? Well, I'm glad they have a blessing then. And hello. What about moderation and moderation? Maybe we need a little moderation. Yeah, that's also a thing. Like, I don't remember where I read that. like, or who I heard that from, everything in moderation, including moderation, because sometimes you can, you know, sometimes you can splurge a little bit, you know? Just as long as it doesn't become the norm. But maybe we need some extremism. Yeah. Burn it all down. Let's go. Oh, hang on. Can you draw a kobold with massive milkies for me? I will do my best. And I'll pretend that it was for you. Okay. Extreme moderation is so really. I'm splurging on a Molotov cocktail. Hey there, Monomusa. It can sane wash some bad things. Sane wash? Interesting. Sane wash? Please do tell. Oh, the fan art is done? What? The fan art? I'm scared. Like when you have like too much moderation, like you don't allow yourself to like really act out a little bit sometimes. I'm sane washing the kobold with massive milkies. Like I don't think she would appreciate that. Those two are Trix and Ash, Ash the rat and Trix the cat, and I'm an insane man who has many personas. That, honestly, that helps though. Sane wash is when a bad thing is passed as normal, so it's excused. Oh. See, I see. Oh, it's the Teiyu. The Teiyu is, the Teiyu has a little bit of a hurty tummy and is very tired. So, yeah. Trix is supposed to be cat dog guy, actually. Oh. Ah, cat dog guy. Like Tim. Go to cartoon? Yes. Okay, so what shall the subject be for today? There's been a lot going on in my life recently. Like this week. I put this week under the umbrella of like trying to open up to friends, you know, trying to connect more, you know, with like that collab, that pretty spontaneous collab, which is really nice, and also, you know, doing some fan art or Hepper, and opening up is hard. Yeah, it really is. Especially, you know, like I said, it's all about like patterns and stuff, getting stuck in patterns. And I got stuck in the pattern of just being by myself for a long time. Ever since I realized that MS Paint has crayon, brush, and layers, I've been unstoppable. Oh my. Stop sending me explicit goat pictures, Teiyu. That doesn't count as exposing yourself to friends. Okay, fine. You could have just told me. You could have just told me earlier. Now you're airing out all this dirty laundry. Like that's so like you. Hope you like the other drawings there. I didn't have a good look at them yet because, like, you know, it's really off topic right now. But I'll have a look at them later. So, yeah, that's one thing. Like, connection, friendship, something like that. And on topic for the OG title. Okay, yes. Them is boobies, indeed. And then more. When I found out paint had layers, I also felt unlimited power go through me. Oh. Yeah, man, like... I can't believe it. Can't we have the massive milkies as a topic? No. No, we cannot. I mean, I guess unless we all decide on it, but like no, I'm vetoing that. I'm vetoing that. Where the heck was I? Right, I wanted to say like it's really, it really feels so wrong for MS Paint to actually be like a competent program, like at least approaching it. Time for a democratic vote. We'll have one, don't worry. Does anyone else remember Disney Magic Art Studio? That does sound familiar. That does sound like maybe I've had something at least like it. How about Expressionism for the topic? Expressionism is like that's like a whole art form, a whole art movement rather. That's more of an like art studies stream idea than like expressing personal things, expressing personal feelings and thoughts and stuff. Are we sending Teo a milky version of his character? Well, I guess that's my fate then. All MS Paint needs is arbitrary rotation instead of fixed 90-degree. Oh. True. I mean, yeah, it's true. Disney Magic Art Studio had the silly animated brushes. There were frogs, eyeballs, so many cool things. Oh. That is. You can do a lot with that. Play around a little bit. Actually, man. Honestly, like a really good introduction to like art for little kids. You know, just give them something to play around with and explore just making things. That's a nice way to like really train just like the joy of the actual creation in itself, rather than worrying too much about how it ends up looking. Oh. Respectfully having massive booba sounds good to me. That's where the love is stored. Anyway, so that's one thing. Another thing is that I've been going on a bunch of walks, which also, actually that the walks also kind of support the subject of like connection, because they've been giving me thoughts about like how nice it is to see all these lived-in places. It's so nice, like to just pass by places and imagine like that's the place where for a lot of people life takes place, especially when you're passing by something like a school or like a little corner store, a little mom and pop shop. Like that's a place that some people's like whole life revolves around, and that so much fate happens, you know, like God. It's also like a similar romantic angle to something like hang on, sorry, I'm really struggling today because I'm really tired, but train places, train stops, train stations, you know? Cause like that's a place where like people go, and like then there's connections being torn apart, but also connections being reconnected, and it's like so fateful, so much like weight happening there. Some people saying bye to each other for the last time, some for the first time. Like, wow. Train place can equally refer to a gym and station, yes. And yeah, like also there's also sometimes like some just straight up little moments of connection. Like there were 2 moments of connection I felt like with 2 separate Muslim women, but like one of them was like walking along in front of me, and you know, she seemed like an older lady, and you know, maybe was just walking back from the store or something, and just while passing by a little shrub of something, just put a hair in there and just let it glide through that shrub, you know, just for the sensory sensation. Or it might have, or maybe it wasn't that, but maybe it was like one of those plants that like you kind of grab a little bit between your hands and then you smell it, and it's like a pleasant smell. It is snowflake arty. And another one was this lady with her baby. Well, not a baby. It was like a little toddler, and you know, it's just a little cute moment of like, the boy just grabbing one of the like part of her headscarf and like swatting it, and it was like really cute. They both smiled and laughed at each other, and it was so lovely. And yeah, a puppy, yes. So yeah, I like junctions. What exactly are junctions? Like a place, like the kind of place that a train station is, where like these kinds of meetings and departures happen. So yeah, maybe, I guess for me, something like connection would be a good subject. But also, yeah, I asked around on the Discord, and someone mentioned like being overworked, which we've had something similar pretty recently, but it's always a very relevant subject. So yeah, has there been anything else that has been on your minds recently, that has been something burning under your fingernails or something? Thank you for the lyric. A point where 2 points meet up. It can also be a metaphor for connection and togetherness. Oh. Let's see. Was there anything else? Not much else I can think of right now. Under our fingernails, right? I think that's not actually an expression in English. I recently read it in English, and it wasn't that book by the Jewish author that I read, who was originally German, right? And I guess he probably wrote it in German, but I got the English translation from Neep. So he said like, yes, this must be the fact that this book is so popular must mean that it's something that's really burning under people's fingernails. And I was like, I don't think that's an English expression. But then it still came to my mind just now. So yeah. No ideas from anyone? Wait, did someone mention something before? I don't remember. The joy of creation? Was that a subject idea? Right, that was in regards to Disney Magic Art Studio. Of course. Yeah. I guess, if no one has any pressing matters that I would like to subjectify or whatever, then we can try to make it a connection or something. It is German in origin. Its meaning is that it's something you find very urgent, like finishing a paper on time. What I've been focusing on is finding ways to develop a healthy connection. I feel very desperate for friendship, and it can make me rush into things. It can be bad. Yeah. It can be bad. It doesn't have to be. Like, sometimes you just can't, like, go up to someone and be like, hey, let's be friends. You know? I guess it depends a lot on, the kind of expectations you go into things with. Because, like, if you go into it, like, thinking, hey, let's be friends. We're gonna be the best friends. We're gonna spend all the time together. It's gonna be great. gonna be forever together forever and everything. It's like at that point you're setting yourself up for some sort of pain. Under your fingernails makes a lot of sense. I feel like I've heard it before, huh? Rejection, pain, responsibility, accountability. Oh dear. That's a lot of ideas. Rejection, pain, responsibility, accountability. Oh. Feel people tell me that and then it never ends up well. Oh. Yeah, I guess part of it is probably also that, like, the kind of people who come up to you saying, like, hey, let's be friends, might just be the kind of people who kind of need friends. And so, like, you know, when it becomes like this intense need, when people feel like they aren't enough by themselves and they need to fill that void, then that's a recipe for rejection, pain, responsibility, accountability, yes. Optimism, pessimism, huh? Like as a dual thing? Man, now we have a lot of ideas, huh? You're welcome. Okay, so I guess let's make a poll then. I'm gonna give it 2 minutes again. That should be enough, yeah. What draw? So, connection. Connection? And we had, wait. What was the other thing? Connection? Optimism. Pessimism? So the way we approach things, the way we... I'll say more on that later. That's pretty much me. I long for very deep connections and I'm unmotivated to develop casual and chill connections. Yeah. Wait, did I forget something? Did I forget something? I don't remember. So... pain, rejection, and... accountability, responsible... I think those were all. Sorry if I forgot something. Yeah, the poll is up. Those were 4 different suggestions, yeah, but like I can only fit 5 things in there. So, yeah. We can, like, make it more concrete afterwards, if it gets picked. So yeah, I'm gonna put in my vote for connection. I get to vote too, I think, yeah. Use your right to vote. Just double checking, did I not miss anything? I don't think I did. Actually, what is the big difference between responsibility and accountability? Interesting to see the way it looks for different people. Something concrete is a good, stable foundation to build on. Yes. Oh, that was a pun. I didn't even realize. Why is it called concrete? Hang on. Can you send me a reference? You're in my server, right? So you should be able to... Wait, no, you're... Hang on. Sorry. Okay, hang on. Let me just do that real quick while this is happening. Oh, there's fan art. Oh, no. Oh, no. Thank you, Musica. I appreciate it. Okay, is that to the ref? It is not only a pun, but makes sense if taken as a mere joke. Miss on the lessons of life, indeed. Okay, we got 3 for connection. Accountability is taking steps to remedy your work. And responsibility is the assigned obligation. Oh, right. That makes sense. Okay, I sent you the thing. Now, before all else, I feel an obligation, a responsibility to show you guys this, which okay. Thank you. You drew that, you did. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. Yes, of course it's topless. Of course it is. The scarf stays on. The scarf stays on during my nude picture posing. Anyway. So, subject for today is going to be connection. Connexion. Now, I don't know if I need to show the short, but I'll... Ah, Hepper! Hepper! Hepper, pepper! Hepper, pepper, 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 hepper, pepper. Hi! Hello! Big shouts to the goat. So big shouts, gonna have to cover my ears. Shout big shouts. With me, those letters in that order, yeah. So many lovely peeps to follow, yeah.
I'm getting out of here, but you need to stop disparaging the name of the original elixir, Moxie. Or I'll come and pour it down your throat while you're sleeping and you'll grow fur in the interior of your esophagus. Gloof, no! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to activate your JFK trauma. It's not JFK, it's just one of his clones.
I didn't know that you had that model. The JFK model. From what I remember from my ITIL Foundation certification, accountability is more about ownership of process and/or activity. Oh, the person who is held accountable ensures that the goals and objectives of process are being followed. Responsibility is the performer of the task, responsible for getting the task / activity done. Doesn't necessarily have the authority to ensure that others are getting their tasks completed. That sounds like something I'm gonna have to like put on flashcards or something. The Moxie guy, oh. Okay. Oh, Tayu, that's me. Hello. I don't know, let's do this. Let's show the short, just to be sure. Art therapy is a way to connect to and explore your deepest thoughts and emotions using art. It can be hard to find the words to really grasp those feelings and get them out there, and art can offer a gentle and safe way to unearth what goes on deep inside. And you might be surprised what you'll find there. You know, sometimes you think you know what something looks like, but then when you sit down to draw it, you realize you actually have no idea. Trying to depict your feelings makes you really have to understand what they are. Doing this in a group setting can provide a healing sense of connectedness and offer up whole new perspectives on your own inner world. I'm not a therapist myself, but I developed an interactive stream concept based on my own experiences with art therapy called Introspective Art, which I stream every Sunday on Twitch and YouTube. You don't have to be a great artist to take part. It's all about the process of expressing yourself and sharing it with others. So come hang out sometime. Yes. Come hang out. Do it. Wow, thank you. What is the ITAL, by the way? W short, thank you. I made it myself. Okay, so yeah. So we're gonna take half an hour to try drawing our thoughts and feelings on the subject of connection. So like something that you associate with connection, what it feels like to you, something that you wish for in connectedness, something like a scene that made you feel connected. However like feels right to you to approach that subject. Maybe also like the fact, drawing the fact that you feel disconnected. You can also approach it that way. And yeah, try to not overthink it. Try to make it more of a feeling thing. Ideally, I don't know, tend to just get like an image flashing in your head, and then like, maybe it feels right, maybe it doesn't. Or you can just like pick colors, or just like, put the brush on the paper and see what happens. Whatever you want to do. Gonna be half an hour until we start collecting things and talking about them. For which there is a Google form. Let me bring that up so that it can be done anonymously. Okay. And yeah, it's not a hard deadline with the half hour, but it's just there to make sure that like things keep moving and we don't get lost in trying to make everything look perfect. Now, I have to bring up my thingamajig here. ITIL is a framework with a set of practices for IT activities such as IT service management and IT asset management that focus on aligning IT services with the needs of the business. Stands for Information Technology Infrastructure Library. Oh, see, that is not what I would have expected. But I guess, that makes sense. I guess something like that would need like definitions of what responsibility and accountability mean. Okay. So let's go. Hell yeah. Okay. 30 minutes is go. Where the heck is my brush? Where's my pen? How does this always happen? Well, I know how it always happens. How it always happens. My God. Brrr. I know how it always happens. Because my desk is a huge mess. Howdy there, the color orange itself. Fancy seeing you on an art stream. How the heck are you doing? Now, hang on. I need a moment to, like, resisting? I'm glad you do. The color wheel would be very lonely without you. Now, Wow. Winky the Gremlin, thank you for the hydrate. That's a good call. May not participate with the prompt, and for that I'm sorry. You don't have to be. If you don't feel good about this prompt, that is totally fine. I'll be sending you some fan art directly, okay? Thank you. Man. It's gonna be like 2 streams with 3 pieces of fan art. Yeah. That's really nice. No, hang on though. I need to focus. Cause like I actually don't know how I'm going to depict this. And also, I don't know if I'm tending towards the color orange because, like, it's in chat or because it actually fits. Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Wait. Oh. I could just use an image that I already have since a long time ago. I'm oring. you is oring. Hmm. God. I will say this is a rough one. This is a not rough, but like it is extremely complex. So many ways you could approach this. Hmm. God, I can't think of anything better than the thing that I already drew a long time ago. So, I might just have to just kind of recreate that. But I'll see. I'll see if anything more can happen there. Ah man, I'm so conflicted. I'm so conflicted because like there's different ways, different things to focus on. Okay. Let's go. Let's see. Sure. Let's go with that. Okay. Spray paint? No. Actually, make this a little bigger. Oh, not that big. Okay, very good. Sure. Okay, now this one gets an alpha lock. I'm gonna turn this one green. Other one won't be. Purple. Hi there, Mara. Hello, how are you doing? What a good time for you to show up. Yeah, let's play around a little bit more. Uvateyu for Teyu only, unless he wants to share. Ooh, or Teyu only. Ooh, well, that is actually pretty cute. Thank you. You know what? This one's going on the fridge. Beep. Just gonna put this here. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. I guess, man, there's 20 minutes left, by the way, and I made things a little too easy here, didn't I? Oh no. After taking a long time to figure out how to do these, I've ended up with something that is way too easy. Okay, but wait. Fine tip. Okay, no, that is too fine. How about this one? Okay.
Itaiju got distracted by my massive milkies, as they cost some back pain.
Ah, ain't that the truth? Keeps happening. If only I didn't have these enormous milkers. Gosh. Sorry? I don't know if this is getting it across really well. I don't know if I'm doing a good job conveying the idea. Mm. God, sorry I'm so quiet today. I just really don't know what to say. I really should get a different set of, like a different playlist. I'm trying, that's why I'm quiet. No worries, no worries. I mean, I guess that's also why I'm quiet, but like, I'm more self-conscious about it. Because like I'm supposed to be like the streamer. The streamer doing the streaming. Honestly, this looks kind of badass, so I'll just keep it like that. Okay. I'll give you something. Oh. Wrong layer. There we are. That's why. What else can I do you for? What can I do you for is such a weird expression. Feels like something you would ask, like, you know, a lady of the night. Oh boy, a goat. Now where did I put all my cans? That is a harmful stereotype, I'll have you know. But hello there. Evil Miara. How are you doing? Ah yes, the hypothetical spherical goat, yes. Please don't do me, I'll do my best not to do you. Maybe they're perfectly edible, we don't know. Maybe I can eat them. I don't know what else to do with this one. It needs like a little something more. I'm a goat, but I do not eat cans. Yeah, see, the thing is that the goats actually eat the glue from the labels of the cans, not the cans themselves. Because it turns out, goats cannot in fact metabolize metal. As much as it pains me to say that. It pains me more to actually try eating metal. Believe me, I've tried. Anyway. Green. Let's go with... a little bit of this, sure. Maybe we ought to make the cans out of the labels. Might save time. Yeah. You get the idea. It was nice to meet you. You seem to fit in quite nicely here. With the rest of these goobers. And thank you for the follow. It's happening again. My tablet is struggling. Oh, sorry about the outbreak, by the way. I hope people could still hear that before getting whisked away. Hang on. I need a little bit more texture. Let's get a little more texture on this. Texture in the form of... Sure. This. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Now, there's like just over 10 minutes left. Just as a little service announcement. Also, Yara, if you can still hear me, would you like an explanation as to what we're doing here? Maybe that would ruin the mystery, maybe. Well, it'll become quite apparent after like 10 minutes. Let's make this a little bit bigger. God, it's so hard to draw a figure that has to like connect to something else. Like even just the ground, and you have to figure out like I'm so used to starting from the head. And welcome back. Welcome back from bad hell. No, welcome back. For anyone who got stuck, thank you for your patience and your support. Hang on. Don't like this. I'm gonna redo this one. Imagine if I met like the entire picture. That would be wild. You know what? Now that I think about it, I am pretty okay with this choice of motif. Because it has more than one angle to it. Both of which are very relevant. I mean, I say both, that is as if, like, implying that there's definitely two. There's probably more than that. But, just over 5 minutes left. I can... Speaking of... I don't know why I said speaking of. It just occurred to me. Like, especially, like, considering yesterday, I can feel myself getting a little bit better, a little bit consistent, more consistent in my drawing skills. And that is nice. That gives me a happy. Of course I say that and immediately get to like a thing that looks really weird. But I don't know. It's whatever. I think it's clear enough what it's supposed to be. And that's all I can ask for. Okay. Let's do a little bit of this. Where? Here. And with that, I can't think of anything else to do here. Yes, let's scribble a little. Another guy. Yeah. Honestly, this kind of scribbling of little dudes seems like pretty good exercise. Pretty good exercise for like getting the gesture and stuff. Well, maybe not exercise, but you know, there are worse things. There are worse practices. Alright, well, I can't think of anything more to do, so, I'm gonna open up the submissions already. And hope that there's something there. And, this can go now too. Okay. Oh. Alright, y'all. So long, Femu. Haven't joined the Discord. Yes, please join the Discord. That's a cool place for cool people. Okay, y'all. We have our first submission, which is oh. Oh, papa. Only joined yesterday and already sowing seeds of chaos, heck yeah. Oh. Pet. Interesting, so we have what seems like a light bulb. Ah, wait. I think this might be a self-portrait. I think this might be a self-portrait, but it might be intentional that it looks kind of light bulby. Considering, or maybe I'm just imagining it, because of the image of, you know, the plug and the outlet. Oh, I just realized. Yeah. The plug and the outlet are, the outlet are not compatible. Aww. That is so sad. That is so sad. Like also with the gray background and you know the red outlines, dark red outlines of the thought bubble. Doesn't give a terribly happy feeling to all this. Feels a little empty. Feels a little like, you know, it's a little like the pain of emptiness, I guess. You know, the red being the pain and gray being the emptiness. Post mine the Introspective Art channel. Oh, I mean, I guess that works. Sure. I guess that works. Right, so yeah, Now for the image itself, for the symbol of the incompatible plug. That is, is there a better channel? Like, there's the Google form in the link, the pinned message, which also lets, like, you know, I don't know, it's just more streamlined, and it lets you add like a little bit of commentary for your thoughts that went into it and stuff that I can read afterwards. Yeah. No worries, no worries. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time really putting my thoughts into words today. Ah, hello, Dude Arts. My videos are very long. Well, they are streams, so that happens. Yes. I will try to make some more like, you know, short form content. There's a little bit of short form content already on this channel, but yeah. God, what is it? I don't know. Like, I guess there are some people who you just aren't compatible with. I guess that's a thing. But like, man, it's that feeling of feeling like you can't connect. I don't know. I think it can very easily feel that way. It's almost hard not to feel that way. But it feels like a fallacy. Like, ultimately, aren't we all human, or, you know, humanoid at least? Like, don't we all at least have the capacity to be human-like? I don't know if I'm making sense. Like, I guess, like, ultimately, if you really want to connect, I think it's possible. The problem is just like, you know, it has to go both ways. The other person also has to be willing and able to like open up to you. And that's not always something that you can rely on. But connection is always possible. Maybe sometimes you need an adapter, you know? There's all sorts of adapters. You can make that work. Ultimately, even if the plug and the outlet aren't directly built for each other, they all still transport the same kind of electricity, right? Ultimately, when it boils down to it, they're still the same thing. Yeah. That's what I have to say about that. Also, if anyone else in chat has any ideas, there's adapters to make things work physically, but still could be different voltages. I mean, I don't know if there are adapters that would like change the voltage or something. I don't know. You get what I'm trying to get at, right? Let's see. What did they have to say? Still very new to this process, so just drew what came to mind when first thought of the word connection and how connection could be made, but due to incompatibilities, it is only left at thought level. Yeah, I mean, where's form can find? It's in the pinned comment. Are you not seeing it? I can do that again. There it is. How connection could be made, but due to incompatibilities, it is only left at thought level. That feels similar to what I was saying, doesn't it? Like, the idea of connection can be there, but like if the willingness isn't there to really connect, there's just the thought like, oh man, we're all connected in some way, but it's just this idea. And yeah, that's man. You know, there's that German word that's been adapted into English that's like Weltschmerz, the pain of the world. I feel like that's it, isn't it? The knowledge that we could all just connect, but we don't. Just doesn't happen. Oh, hey. Okay, next one. Aw. Oh man, yeah, I feel that. It's like what I was saying about that image earlier. Like, you might feel cursed and broken beyond repair and stuff, but as long as there's still life in you, people can connect to that and they can help you, you know, basically put you on life support, you know, until you can find the strength, thanks to them, to like heal again. I love how full of energy they are. They're really like sources of light, of energy and warmth. That it's so nice how like even they can connect even to like these little bits and pieces of that heart. Like even that in the bottom right, like that last little fragment of a heart still got that connection running between it and another person. And yeah, I think that's beautiful. It looks like that gray person is like in the process of like slowly realizing it, that it's happening. Like with their gaze turned downward at that chest, like their hand reaching up like, oh, something is happening here. Like you might not be quite feeling it yet, but even just a realization that it's happening is already so valuable. Yeah. That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. And we already got 2 more. Yeah. Ooh. I wanted to more convey the idea that they're trying to cover up their heart, but it's reaching out anyway. Oh, interesting. Man, that's even more powerful, isn't it? Like, the heart wants to live. It is the source of life, and it wants to live, and it wants to make that connection. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now here, man. There's some great color and energy going on here. The colors are like, they're a little muted, but there's still a lot of energy going on, a lot of life. Now, oh, so it's like a caterpillar. I think, yeah. And caterpillars yearning? It's like, yeah. In the bottom left, the colors are darker. And towards the top right, it's brighter. There's like a source of light over there. And it seems out of reach. And the current environment that it's in, it seems a little dangerous. It seems like these leaves and stuff, they're all like very jagged. Everything is kind of jagged, everything feels a little like it might break at any moment. But it's yearning. It's yearning, and it's building strength to keep moving forward toward that, to get the ability to, you know, become what it is meant to be. Yeah, like it's ready to take that leap. To say like, I want to go there. I want to do this. I want to do this transformation, this metamorphosis, so I can go up there and reach for that light. Like, it's like an expression of the desire to really make that connection, because you know that there's life there, like the heart in the previous picture. The desire is there, it's so strong. Yeah. This is really beautiful. And caterpillar is round. The consumed leaves are different colors than the non-bit. Huh. That is very true, yeah. Huh. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. With, like, what has been shared before, it was, it makes me wonder if, like, these bitten leaves are, like, connections, friendships, relationships that have been attempted before and didn't work out. Something you found on the way towards trying to find, like, that true connection, that real love and support that you know is out there. But it was something that, helped you go forward, hopefully. But, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are relationships that can actually slow us down. It can be toxic, literally. But, yeah. I hope it wasn't one of those. Yeah. That's all that's coming to mind right now. You're running out of time? No worries, no worries. It's a skill to learn, like, how much you can get done in that short amount of time. But it is beautiful, I will say that. I wanted to more convey that even if you emotionally suppress yourself, you can still connect with those around you. But, like, I only started the doodle at like 15 minutes. Well, I'm glad you decided to even join at all. Caterpillar. One of the caterpillars choosing the different colored leaves. Or if the color change occurred because of the bites. Yeah, it's very, very good question. I mean, they are the color of the roses. The roses are definitely more inviting than the pointy green bits. So, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Interesting to note that the caterpillar has, like, all these colors in them. Like, the experiences shaped them. Which is true for all of us, isn't it? You are what you eat. Especially if what you eat is the connections you make with people. Okay. Let's see, what do you have to say for today? I try to portray how I feel about people who have given me a chance, and what my hopes for the future seem like. My fear of future connections, and my belief of being fundamentally other. Oh. Your belief of being fundamentally other? Like the people around you are plants, but you're a caterpillar? People have given you a chance. As in, like, do you feel like you've eaten those people up or something? Like you've consumed them? And left them behind? Nope, not Vor. Nope. I mean, maybe. I don't know. He's scruggly, yes. He's very scruggly. I also like how, like, there's these different branches coming from, like, all these different directions. It really feels like these different lives intersecting in some way, right? Feeling like we can't really be compatible because leaves and caterpillars have different desires. Yeah. Yeah, that is very true. Oh. Yeah, I guess. I guess in that sense, I mean, sticking with that image, like there's the thing that like, I mean, to be fair, you didn't fully eat up those leaves, so that's nice. You know, sometimes relationships don't work out, sometimes they leave us hurt. Maybe. But, like I said, those experiences shaped you into who you are now. And who you are now? I think probably a very fundamentally valuable person. You know, I said that wrong. You are, without a doubt, a fundamentally valuable person. And you're probably a good person. Because as long as there's that genuine desire to be the best you can be, and you do your best, and you are a good person, as far as I'm concerned. And then, you know, I hope that soon you can make that metamorphosis and find people you're more compatible with. You're fundamentally a person, isn't that wonderful? And also, hi Nay. Thank you for being here. Okay. Now... Alright. Still got another submission here. And then I think there's probably another one in lying in wait. It's a negative self-portrayal, but my hope is that I'm a good leaf, or become a butterfly that pollinates the flowers, not destroy the tree. Oh, yeah. Introspective art, yes. Yes, hi there, isn't it? Wait, is it... The title did change, right? Didn't it? Reach, yes. That's what it says? Okay, good. Very good. It did not... I forgot to change it at first. Yeah, very good. So. Yeah, a bridge. A wooden bridge. Connecting a deep, dangerous-looking chasm. And, yeah, man. What can I say to that? Like, yeah, it really does feel like there's some gaps between us all that can really feel insurmountable. Like there's something, like it's something that can almost be impossible to overcome. But, I don't know. I guess you could think of like the bridge as something like language or something. We have created the means to try to make ourselves understood. It's a construct, it's something that we made ourselves. The effort to really find ways to connect. To make it possible to share things. I like the addition of the little bag there, which is actually not a very little bag. It looks like really like luggage. Like there was really a journey going on. Like this one person really took a journey upon themselves to meet the other person in the middle. There's something really beautiful about that. Like they're both standing there and just like talking about life. Maybe even thinking about like these chasms between ourselves. since it seems like they're both looking outward in that direction. Hello there, Altarian. I get a very strong sense of trust. They chose to stand over the huge chasm instead of the disabled round. That is true, yeah, that's a very good point. Like the bridge, it seems, you know, it feels much weaker than the chasm, but it still stands strong. Yeah. Isn't that wonderful? I feel like the bridge is putting yourself out there to connect with someone and open up, yeah. Although again, like, it has to go both ways, so... Yeah. I'm glad they found someone. Is it a chasm? I thought it was a river. I mean, it could be. Yeah. I think it comes more naturally to think of it as a chasm because, like, it's grey like the rocks around it. What if the bag is for tools to build it with the other guy? Ooh, maybe. Oh, that also makes a lot of sense. So then that would put the focus, well, I guess it's still on a similar thing. But more on the actual construction of it, rather than the overall effort to meet the other person. By the way, like that sense of distance, but the fact that it can be overcome. Yeah, I like that. More like a chasm thanks to the bridge design. Oh, that's true, yeah. You would build a different kind of bridge. True. You could stick it more into like the riverbed. Okay. Let's see. What did they add for the commentary? They are relaxing together after having built the bridge. That bag behind them is a tool bag. It is a sturdy bridge. Aww. It is a sturdy bridge, and then with a little smiley afterwards. I like that. That is something poetic to it, like, it is a sturdy bridge. That makes me happy. And for our probably last submission, unless someone sneaks up on us. WRD. Wow. Oh. 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 Oh no. Oh man, the pain of being Australian. Like, that is... I can't believe how well you used being Australian as, like a symbol for being othered. Like, being upside down, being separated, being alone. Oh man. Yeah, I can tell what feeling is being conveyed here. Feeling of not being truly connected, of having these connections, but still feeling alone. The feeling that you're in the deep, dark depths, and your friends are on the other side, in the light, but you are not. The idea that, like, they are where the grass is green, literally green on the other side, and you're in the red, barren place. In the child pose, with your arms wrapped around your legs, comforting yourself. Oh. I think it reflects that you can still be connected even through big distances, yeah. the loneliness and the sadness is very apparent. Little little self-insert down there. Ah, dear. Yeah. It. I struggle to think of how best to respond to this because, like, me being myself, I can't help thinking like, yeah, but like, who are these other two people next to me, right? Like, I'm up there and like, man, I have these two people like right next to me, like, who are they? Please give them to me. Because of course I too feel disconnected, even though I have people, relatively close to me in terms of proximity. But yeah, that doesn't necessarily translate to actually being able to feel that connection. Could be me. I got a car now. When are we meeting? I don't know. It's up to you, Mike. I have a pretty free schedule. I guess you do too, huh? I feel like I'm pretty far from you, even if I do DM you at times. Yeah, I'm not necessarily the easiest person to really connect to. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Like, I wonder if there's like some meaning to how the world looks kind of flat. Like it's all in kind of dull colors. And like the sea looks kind of lifeless, I don't know. I still love my fellow goat too. Celeste color. Oh. I don't know. Sorry, brain empty. Let me see what you wrote. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, all my friends have friends in real life and I don't. All I have is my mom and my landlords. The connections between me and my online friends are pulled tight due to the gap between how much I want to spend time with them in person and the borderline impossibility of that. Whereas their connections are loose with room for relaxation. Oh, right, the looseness. Right, that makes sense. I can't believe I didn't consider that. Oh. I imagine that being separated from one's real-life friends is less painful because you can just see them again anytime you want, within reason. It feels unachievable to make friends in real life because in order to meet people I click with, I would have to go to places and do activities, and I don't like those things. I just want to talk to people and not go on a gosh dang walk or expensive lunch where I'm underdressed and look special and end up traumatized from how ill-fitting those potential friends ended up being. Making friends online is so much easier because not only can I talk to them from the comfort and safety of my own home, but the spaces I've met people in are all just so accessible, and there are so many people in them that I'm bound to click really well with somebody. Plus the type of people I want to connect with are like me, and it seems like that the majority of people who go places to meet people are all terrifyingly neurotypical and extroverted. I've made connections online with basically nobody who lives anywhere near me. I'm sad. The continent I'm on is brown because something starved of life and health. The gradient in the background is light on top and dark on the bottom because I have to stay up late to talk to my friends in other time zones. Oh. The outline is orange on the top for something warm connection community love. Similar reason I used orange for the connection strings. and it's a sad, lonely blue on my end. I also made the ocean really cold blue on purpose to emphasize the coldness and misery of the inability to be with my friends in person. You are there, and the other goat friend on the right is Porter. I would have included others, but no time, no worries. Ah, dear. Yeah, this is really well thought out. These always are. Hang on, let me think. Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much for the submission. Like, I will say, like, again, in terms of like sharing my own perspective, like, I wish I had a closer relationship with my family. I guess I'm relatively close with my mom, but I don't know. I don't know. It's not a given that you're close with your family. Yeah, it can be a very valuable thing. So I don't know. It's something. It's nearly 3 a.m. in Australia. It is. It is. Well, on that note, I can't think of anything else to say, so let's go rate someone, and if they're still streaming, I know who to rate. But yeah, for anyone who might be watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being here, and please consider leaving a like and a subscribe and all that good stuff. Take care, bye-bye. And, yeah, for anyone watching here,